gamers, welcome to the channel. I'm of course your host, the Droodles Blitz, and in today's video we are going to be having a bit of fun in the ISU-152. This is the Tier 8 Russian Tech Tree Tank Destroyer. There's really only one thing that makes this tank strong, and that is the BL-10, the cannon, the 152mm cannon at that, with 300 millimeters of standard pen. Now yes, I am a mad lad and I am running calibrated shells. And a lot of you may ask, well, what is the point of running calibrated shells on a tank that could get 3200 DPM? Well, it's all down to the fact of a power statement. Why run a rammer when I can just make the enemy feel so insignificant on how stupidly small their chance of bouncing my tank would be, even with an AP shell? Obviously, it's kind of useless because 280 millimeters of premium pen and standard pen would be enough for any vehicle, but I just like to add on that little extra bit to make it around 300 and make the enemy feel just that bit more useless. Now, when it comes to the gun, as we just went over, it can have up to 3,200 DPM. It's not that inaccurate at .371 dispersion, and it's kind of good on the aiming time as well. If you compare this gun to an RHM's, it's literally like a night and day how much better it is. There are obviously downsides though. Only sitting at 1166 hit points, 3 shells from any IS series tank, even the tier 7, are going to ruin your day. And judging that your frontal armor is only 95 millimeters, yeah, you're also going to be penned everywhere on the front. Sure, there are bounce spots like the gun mantlet, like the edges that are angled, but for the most part, yeah, you're going to get penned. When it comes to mobility, it's actually not terrible. It goes 43 kilometers per hour forward, but the reverse speed at 12, ooh, is that bad. So it's a very balanced tank because everything else about it is quite bad. But the gun is ridiculous. I mean, I made a video like maybe a year ago saying to nerf the gun to change it to like what World of Tanks PC did, and everybody just absolutely hated on that video, and I still strongly believe that the gun has too much DPM and a bit too much accuracy. I think it should be more on par with the RHM for accuracy, and I don't think it should have 3,200 DPM. I mean, 2,800's fine. I don't know why it needs 3,200. That's a little crazy. Just to put it in comparison, that is 83 less damage per minute than the Object 704, the Tier 9 Russian TD. Yeah, I mean, this thing has the same DPM as the Tier 9 TD that it's supposed to be worse than, because, you know, that's the Tier 9. So there's really no reason to even drive it a 704 when you could just drive this tank. Either way, what does the enemy team have? Well, they got a Chimera, and that's all they have for mobility. I guess you could count an E25 one somewhat in that ballpark, but yeah, not really. Either way, we're going to push up to this bush, and there you go. We got a Yag Panther. Oh, look, armor. What even is it? 959 hit points taken off of that guy. Guess I'll just back up, and, well, there you go. One full health tank dead. Alright, that was fun, folks. Hope you enjoyed today's video, and, yeah, we're going to call it a day. I mean, it's so stupid. Oh, look, is this Chimera going to poke it? I don't think he's going to poke it, because he's already lost quite a pretty big chunk of health, but this 45 TP, oh, you know he's about to lose a big chunk. Come on, keep going, and yeet! There you go, 538. Yeah, I mean, it's not like that guy ever stood a chance of bouncing it even if I saw his frontal armor, so, it's fine. Again, let's reload. 3 more seconds left and we'll have another shell ready. Chimera's already getting absolutely badonkered by the enemy team, so like, we could finish him off, but I also kind of want to get a shell into a vehicle like the, the Tiger 2 over here, so aiming in. Boom! There you go. Nice tap for 570. Again, don't really care if this Chimera shoots me. I mean, oh no, I lost a little bit of health. What will I do? Well, I guess I could just push on him and force him out. Yeah, there you go. Nice shell RHM. Oh, look, a T-32. Oh, I don't know where that shell went. It must have actually, yeah, we know where it went. It says track broken. So, shell kind of went into his track instead of his hull. But, yeah, if we were to actually aim at his hull and hit it, it would have penned and just completely ruined his day. Oh, look, the rear of a T-32. Yeet! 900 and, yeah, 1100, 1200, it's just so stupid. I mean, the ability to get at that much damage is crazy in this tank. Oh, there you go, Progendo just lost 800 to the enemy ISU. Now, obviously, this game, it was a pretty easy one. I mean, we're just going to tap this guy with an HE, and there you go, first battle, pretty solid. Now, as you saw, the hit points did not last very long in this tank, but who cares? We already ruined a couple vehicles' days, and we enjoyed the entire process through 3,395 damage for that first battle. Let's do one more. Let's see what the vehicle can pull out for itself. One of the crazy things about this tank as well is that it is a free vehicle. A lot of people always like to say that Wargaming's pay to win, as one of the strongest tier 8s by far in the game is the ISU, and I mean, this vehicle is absolutely free to get. It's an easy grind, even with the stock gun. If you were to run the 150mm stock gun, it still has 275 heat pen. It's not even awful. It's an easy grind. Even the tier 9 you get with the top gun already mounted on it. And, well, here we go. So let's see, 53 TP. That tank might actually have a chance of bouncing our premium ammunition because it does have a very strong turret. But the AMX, the other AMX, the Emil, the ISU, all those tanks, I mean, their armor is literally useless. So I'm going to go right to that bush right there, which is the common spot to push an ISU. And we're going to see what we can do. Now, Wargaming did nerf the traverse speed on this tank, but I don't really think it mattered too much because they gave it more hit points, which just kind of made it stronger. Traverse speed for a tank destroyer that's made to stay at the back of the map doesn't really hurt it all too much, does it? Either way, we're going to make our way into position. One thing to keep in mind about this tank is that it has about the same reload with its one... Oh, I was going to shoot it, but I know that my dispersion is not great, so we'll just aim it in, and there you go. We'll get a nice tap into the Emil 1951. I mean, what's armor? With standard ammo, just literally turns the Emil 1951, which is supposed to be a pretty well-armored vehicle, into butter. Oh, look, there's the Emil 1951, folks. Let me aim it again, and oh, shell velocity. Really big letdown there. Can't really say much for that, but that's obviously a different story. Shell velocity is not the same thing as accuracy. So I guess we'll just poke this spot here. Maybe we can get a shell into like the 53 TP. Aiming, and let's load in a premium shell, see if we can pen. Yep, looks like we can pen through the turret of that tank. As I said, the pen is just stupid. It's really just stupid on the vehicle. Anything that has armor does not have armor when it comes to the point of an ISU. If that AMX pokes that, he's not going to be very happy. That's all I'm going to say. We're just going to chill here, though. Our teammate's dead, which kind of sucks. Come on, AMX. You know you want to poke it. I believe in you, dude. Either way, how's your guys' day going? Sorry, kind of had a stroke there. How's your guys' day going? There you go. Yeah, I don't know why I messed that up the first time. Because we're just kind of chilling here. Our IS-5, he's doing a job, you know, waiting. I'm waiting as well. Maybe somebody will pull around the corner. But for now, yeah, we're just chilling. Oh, come on. Keep going. Yeah, there you go. 571 straight to the turn of that AMX. And again, we're back in the cover. So we've already gotten a decent chunk of damage out on the enemy. And maybe we'll get a shell into that Lorraine if he proceeds to push up. I mean, we could have gotten that a mill as well, but I really want to try and finish off that. I mean, I guess our 047 will get that guy. So let's push back over here. Maybe we can get a nice shell out. Here we are into position. Here comes the Emil, and boom! There you go! Massive low rolls. Gotta be honest, some pretty big low rolls here. But, yeah, I mean, how much damage have we dealt? Already, like, over 2,000? Is the Lorraine gonna poke it? You know he wants to. Ooh, look at that. 53 TP. Yeet! Oh, that's a rip. That's a rip. Well, good news is we out-reload him, so we can just sit here, and in 5 more seconds we'll have a shell ready. So 5, 4, 3... And, ooh, come on, Lorraine. Do you want to poke it again? It's so stupid. All right, well, I guess I'll just chill here. There's the TP, and there you go. There is 625 health off of that vehicle. With that, we're sitting at 2,800 damage dealt this game. I mean, sadly, this team is really not doing anything well. We're probably going to lose this battle, but I can't really blame that on the ISU now, can I? We've done a very good job with this vehicle. We've penned almost all of our shells, and we've ruined a lot of vehicles' days. Look at that! Enemy ISU! Boom! 655. And we're back in the cover again. Now, I'm hoping that we don't lose more health, but, yeah, looks like we probably are. This is not going well. So there you have it. The ISU. We did good, but unfortunately, when your team doesn't really hold main hill, I don't even know what my team did, to be honest, this game. Our 53 TP flanked and died because of that, so yeah, that's Blitz for you. Every now and then you will have a bad battle, but we still did over 3,000 damage. I mean, you can see how crazy the ISU can be. Almost any game that I can play in this tank, I can guarantee will be around 3,000 damage, because that's just what a gun that does not care about armor can do. It just butters through it. There you go, 3,501 damage. We did almost 3 times higher than the next best damage on my team. That is really sad. But it showcases just what this tank can do. Armor is no longer a problem. 53 had a stroke there. 53 TP turret is literally turned in the butter. I mean, it's stupid. That is one of the strongest turrets in Tier 8. Against Tier 9s, again, armor, irrelevant. Hopefully, you enjoyed today's video. I thought this would be something fun before the Blitz fair is up tomorrow. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye.